they're like, we're here, Joe! Yes. Who is excited for Denise Richards' colon? It's infected. Coming back for a second season. And this year, E gave a show to Dina Lohan, worst mom in the solar system. Because E stands for enabler. Who here watches a very popular show, Hugh Hefner and his merry band of albino whores? That's right, ladies. But he has dumped the albino whores, you guys. He's dumped them. He is now shacked up with 19-year-old twins. Because pedophilia and incest keep an old man out. But good news, Kendra of the Girls Next Door, Kendra Wilkinson, is getting her own show on E. Because if you touch the herpes, it spreads. Yeah, when she heard the news that she was getting her own show, I just imagine she became so excited she gave herself a heart attack. She was just like, what? Oh! It's just like a pool of spray tan, white hair, and teeth. One can dream. Who watches the show on E called Gaggle of Gypsies and the Scarecrow? The Kardashians? Yes, the Kardashians. And the Scarecrow, of course,
I watched it like once and I'm like, oh my god.
Because he can no longer make any emotion with his face other than surprise.
I know.
He's just in a constant state of... You see him on the show and he's like, what happened to me? I was on a Wheaties box. I was in the Olympics. And I'm being chased by these Armenian gypsies. I wish I could blink. I had the distinct pleasure of doing a photo shoot with the Kardashians, and I had never hoped more to be bit by a vampire. Please bite me, I don't want to show them on film. And it didn't happen, because I'm scared. I have said horrible things about these people, and I mean, I'm worried they're going to shoot me with their Armenian crossbow or whatever it is, right? I've said terrible things. So I walk onto the set, and the first people I meet are the other Kardashian sisters, Khloe and Kourtney, the tiny one and the enormous one. They look like Master Blaster from this movie in the 80s called Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. They look like George and Lenny from Of Mice and Men. They're just very different. And so I walk up to them, and the little one, Courtney's like, we like your show so much. And then Khloe, the big one's like, we love it so much, tell them about your show. You really like it? Because I have called you dead behind the eyes like 300 times on national television. And they're like, we love it so much, Joe. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry, Joe. I'm so hungry. And luckily, I had a raw 36-ounce porterhouse steak in my back pocket. For inexplicable reasons. I'm like, think. And Khloe just like, sadly, Khloe's leash was wrapped around Kourtney's arm, so she's like, why? And so I got rid of them. So then who comes over to me next? It's Kris Kardashian. Momager Kris. Kim's manager, mom, Kris. She comes levitating over to me. And she's like, hello, Joe. Congratulations on meeting me. We really enjoy your program, Talk Soup. Anywho, you often say about my world-famous daughter, Kim, that she is only famous for having a big ass and a sex tape. Now, I admit, she does have a big ass. It is enormous. It makes no sense on her body. I mean, it's huge. It has its own gravitational pull, so objects stick to it. It's gigantic. I give you that. Anyway, I don't like it when you say my daughter Kim has a sex tape. I want you to stop saying sex tape. Stop saying sex tape, Joel McHale. And then I'm like, okay, would you rather have me say visual intercourse recording? Because I mean, that is why your daughter is famous. And the only reason why she is famous, and you, her mom, her manager, sold the tape, your daughter's sex tape, to a porn company for $5 million. You profited off your own daughter's sex tape. Not being able to talk about it is like scheduling an interview with Neil Armstrong and him going, "Do not bring up the moon landing. Don't talk about that anymore. I'm now a fisherman." So Neil, you landed on the moon lake? On the moon, shut up! Anyway. So Chris was pissed, and she vanished in a puff of lavender smoke. And so then, who comes over to me? It's Kim. Kim Kardashian comes over to me, and she's like, "Hi, Joe. Sorry, I'm not even trying to seduce you, but I know I am. Oh, my ass just got here." Anyway, my boyfriend, Reggie Bush, New Orleans St. Heisman Trophy winner, yeah, he does not like it when you say sex tape. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, wow. Why don't you tell Reginald to name a time and a place? And I will be as physically far away from that place on Earth as possible. And I will continue using the phrase, sex tape, ah! And I began running, screaming, sex tape. I was like, sex tape! And then they shot me with the Armenian crossbow. So I'm like, sex tape! Oh, hummus! Why? Yeah, so the E! Network, it has some great programming. It's awesome. I call it the, no. Because television right now, you guys, I mean, the soup is on because television is so bad. You got Tila Tequila, a shot at AIDS. Pretty exciting stakes on that show. And then you got Bret Michaels' Rock of Pubic Lice. Bret Michaels' Rock of Love. Now it is, they could not, they were trying to figure out ways to make it more skanky, and they did. Now it's Bret Michaels' Rock of Love bus. They put the skanks on a bus. Bret Michaels came on The Soup to do a little guest star, and he was like, "Hey man, how you doing? Bret Michaels, nice to meet you." And I'm like, "Oh, it's great to meet you. Give me some Purell, Purell!" And Katie's like, "More!" I'm like, "Hey buddy, nice to meet you, Bret." Shit. Hand chlamydia. Then you've got the show that is ruining America, My Super Sweet 16. My Super Sweet 16 should be renamed Mandatory Abortion. Something to think about. Pretty good. And of course, Flavor Flav has another show coming out, Deadliest Catch, and it's gonna be crabs. And the show, you guys, that will be all of our undoing is The Hills. The Hills on MTV, the spin-off of Laguna Beach. I know none of you old people know what I'm talking about. But believe me, it is the worst. It is a very popular show. You've got Spencer and his creepy flesh-colored beard. Elsie, Justin Bobby, these people were on the cover of Rolling Stone a couple months before Barack Obama. It's big. They are celebrities. It's frightening. And there's this woman named Audrina Patridge on the show. If you took a power drill and made a hole in her skull, she wouldn't notice, and all that would come out was pink champagne and brain fluid. And because there's nothing there. This national treasure, 6 months ago in LA, was at the opening of a bowling alley. Tough ticket. And there's a bunch of entertainment reporters covering the story, and she told the reporters, "I'm only taking questions about bowling." And I just imagine the E! reporter going, "Oh, right, yes.